Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paul Ruiz and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a brand new RESHIRAM team. RESHIRAM is a legendary that has seen almost no usage in the Regulation G format, but I think this team is really fun. It's a fire team because of all the details and pieces that can be used when you try out this team. So let's break it down. Before we get into the details, as usual, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you like this content that I bring every week to you guys, and yeah, also leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this content. Let's talk about RESHIRAM. RESHIRAM is a dragon and fire type, but the main niche about this Pokemon, besides its great typing, is that it is a very strong special attacker with access to really powerful moves. Blue Flare is the move we're going to be using in this set. It's a 130 base power move that I think is extremely useful because of the concept of this team you're going to see in a moment. But Blue Flare's main issue is its shaky accuracy. 85 accuracy is not great for the standard of Regulation G, but we're going to make up for that with our friend Sableye. Draco Meteor, Heat Wave, Blue Flare, and Protect are the moves for this set. And RESHIRAM is a dragon type that has a lot of power with the Life Orb set. Let's talk about RESHIRAM's base stats. Base 100 HP, 120 base attack, which is not great, similar to Zekrom. There's always one of the offensive stats that is useless, and for some reason Game Freak decided to make that stat actually pretty high and obviously waste a lot of base points. But 100 base defense, 150 base special attack, 120 base special defense, and finally 90 speed. So it's a mid-speed Pokemon, not very fast, not slow, so it cannot work in Trick Room, of course, with base 90 speed that well. But the main thing is a very powerful special attacker with access to very powerful moves. Draco Meteor, Blue Flare. You also have Fusion Flare, similar to Zekrom. This guy was given two signature moves: Fusion Flare 100 base power and Blue Flare 130 base power. But the main thing is that we're going to be using Blue Flare unlike the Zekrom team because we have Gravity here in this team. I'm going to talk about that concept in a moment. This is a max speed, max special attack RESHIRAM. Timid Nature. I think Timid Nature, although Modest was tempting to have that extra power, I think Timid is better because you can outspeed a lot of things that are also within that speed tier. With Timid Nature, you can outspeed Adam and Urshifu, for example, max speed Terrapagos. You can outspeed a couple of very important Pokemon. You can also outspeed Booster Speed Fluttermane in Tailwind if you have Tailwind and they have Booster Speed, even if they're max speed, if you go Timid. So I think it was important, although as I said, having extra power with Modest was also tempting. It's a RESHIRAM with Terra Fire to increase the power of Blue Flare and Heat Wave. Those are the main moves we're going to be clicking for the most part in this team with RESHIRAM. But the main thing is that Turbo Blades, also similar to Zekrom, ignores effects of other abilities like Terra Bolt, right? Like you ignore Flash Fire, you ignore Terra Shield, you ignore Friend Guard. So there are a couple of interesting abilities you can ignore. But the main thing is that we want to spam our powerful moves without having to worry about the accuracy. How are we going to do that? Well, that's why we have Sableye in this team. Sableye is a prankster Pokemon, Dark and Ghost type. We are using it with Terra Normal and Eject button. The idea of the Sableye is that it can provide the needed Gravity support and Sunny Day support also, so RESHIRAM and all the other partners can benefit from those field effects. We have a Sableye with this moveset: Will-O-Wisp, Gravity, Encore, and Sunny Day. What is Gravity, you might be asking? For those of you that haven't seen this move before, Gravity is a field effect move, it's a status move that has two main effects. The main one, and the one that the actual in-game description tells us, is that every Pokemon that is flying or levitating now touches the ground, so it's vulnerable to ground type moves. Which at first you might be thinking, okay, but you don't have any ground move on this team, why do you care about Gravity? Because the second effect that for some reason the game does not tell us is that Gravity increases the accuracy of all moves in the battle by 67%. So you multiply whatever accuracy your move has to 1.67, and then you get the actual accuracy while Gravity is in effect. That means that every move that is 60 accuracy and higher is going to become 100% accurate, which is great because we are going to be pairing this with Blue Flare, Heat Wave, and Draco Meteor. All moves can miss. Blue Flare, 85 accuracy is now 100 accuracy. Draco Meteor and Heat Wave, 90 accuracy, they're 100 accuracy as well. So that's great because we don't have to worry about our moves missing. But not only that, I felt like Gravity was cool, but I didn't want to use Gravity only for Reshiram. So I decided to utilize other ways to take advantage of the Gravity, and the main one is with a move called Hypnosis. This Sableye is a special defensive Sableye with also Calm Nature, so we get pretty high chance of surviving Choice Spec Astro Mirage from Shadow Rider, I believe, and everything else was just dumped into the physical defense. And then we have Dialmega. Air Slash, Hypnosis, Tailwind, Protect, Terra Water with Focus Sash and Speed Boost. The idea of this Pokemon is to spam Hypnosis with Gravity support from Sableye. So you set up the Gravity, and then Hypnosis is a 60 accuracy move, which in Gravity becomes 100 accurate. And you can spam it and put everything to sleep, even if it's a grass type. Unlike Spore, which is obviously a grass type attack, grass type Pokemon are immune to powder moves, so Spore does not affect grass type Pokemon. Hypnosis is a psychic type move, so you can spam it against everything. Unless there's electric terrain on the field or misty terrain, everything is going to be falling asleep with this move. And then Tailwind is a speed boost Pokemon. That's ability, so at the end of the turn, you get a speed boost, +1, +2, +3, up to +6. And then we can set up the Tailwind when needed. We have Protect, obviously, to be able to take advantage of Speed Boost when needed. Terra Water is so you can resist water type attacks from Urshifu, especially Urshifu, because you have Focus Sash, but Urshifu can hit through Protect if you want to Protect, and also is a Pokemon that can hit you 3 times with Surgeon Strike, so your Focus Sash technically is useless against Surgeon Strike's Urshifu. So I wanted this Mega to be able to survive Surgeon Strikes from Urshifu even in the rain, so I made a bulky EV spread. It's max speed. I think it has to be max speed, but I didn't want to go with max special attack, which you would typically expect on a Focus Sash Pokemon. I wanted to go bulky because of Urshifu, and I think the bulk is overall really good for other situations. Once your Sash is broken, you can also expect to survive some things, and especially if you Terra your Mega to Water type, having that bulk can help you survive in some scenarios as well. Air Slash, 30% chance of flinching, which is nice, especially because this Pokemon is so fast, and with Speed Boost becomes even faster. You can take advantage of that flinch chance quite often. And then Walking Wake. Walking Wake benefits from the sun. I think it's a really good Pokemon as a partner for Reshiram because it benefits from the sun. It helps Reshiram against ground types like Landers, like Groudon, for example, because it's a water type that gets stronger in the sun because of its signature move, Hydro Steam. The moveset for this Walking Wake is Hydro Steam, Flamethrower, Snarl, Terra Blast with Assault Vest and Terra Fairy. The idea I had with this Pokemon is I was thinking about Choice Specs, and Choice Specs is really, really powerful, but I wanted to have the option and the flexibility to change moves when needed, and I also wanted to have that extra longevity on the team with a Pokemon that can survive some special hits, and also having the option to click Snarl against things like Lunala that is becoming quite popular after winning the Vancouver Regional, and also Calyrex Shadow Rider, of course. Hydro Steam is a signature move, 80 base power that, unlike other water moves, it becomes stronger in the sun, 50% stronger, going from 80 to 120 base power. Really powerful in the sun. You also have Flamethrower for coverage against grass types, Snarl for damage mitigation, and then Terra Blast Fairy. I felt it was a nice move to have because I was thinking about Draco Meteor in that slot. I was thinking about Dragon Pulse in that slot, but I had the Terra Fairy because I wanted to be immune to Dragon moves, and I was like, I might as well just have Terra Blast to be able to hit Urshifu way harder, and having a Terra Fairy option is also good into fighting types like Dark Urshifu, Water Urshifu, Iron Hands, Chimpao even, so I felt that was a good move to have. It's a bulky Walking Wake, it's not max speed, but it is faster than max speed Landers and Chiyu, which is important. It gets the speed boost in the sun as well. And then we have Fluttermane with Booster Energy, Terra Grass, Moonblast, Thunder Wave, Icy Wind, and Taunt. It's a bulky Fluttermane designed to support the team the best possible way with double speed control option, Thunder Wave and Icy Wind, also Taunt to stop Trick Room from going up, and also Mungus sometimes. Terra Grass to be able to resist water moves from Urshifu or Kyogre, and especially to be able to be in front of Miraidon without having to worry about just being one-hit KO by an electric move. I was thinking about that matchup, and it's not a great matchup, of course, because Miraidon with electric terrain is a problem. You cannot spam Hypnosis because obviously the electric terrain prevent the opponent from falling asleep. So then you need other ways to play the matchup. Flutter Mane is usually good against that team. Terra Grass also helps against Miraidon, against Amoonguss, against Urshifu Kyogre. So I felt it was better to go Terra Grass instead of Terra Ground, for example. Smack Speed, it has no special attack, but is assigned to support the team in situations where you cannot go with your Mega Sableye. You have another way to provide speed control to Reshiram with Icy Wind or Thunder Wave, and to disrupt the opponent with Taunt. And then finally, we have Chestnut. The idea of adding Chestnut to this team is because the team felt quite weak into Calyrex Ice Rider teams, so I wanted to have something that can help me play in Trick Room when needed, and Chestnut is really good for that because it has a combination of Wide Guard and Iron Defense Body Press. That's the set: Body Press, Iron Defense, Wide Guard, Spiky Shield with Leftovers, Bulletproof, and Terra Water. Bulletproof is an amazing ability against Amoonguss. Amoonguss cannot touch you usually because Bulletproof makes Chestnut immune to Sludge Bomb, to Pollen Puff. It's also immune to Shadow Ball. It's also immune to Weather Ball. So 4 really nice immunities. And then the combination of Wide Guard, Body Press, Iron Defense is really nice into Ice Rider Calyrex, into Terrapagos also. It's a really cool Pokemon against physical attackers, against Incineroar, Rillaboom, Cornerstone Ogerpon, Wellspring Ogerpon, even Heartflame sometimes if you manage to get some Iron Defenses off, and obviously also Urshifu. Urshifu literally cannot touch you. If you get an Iron Defense off, you resist Surging Strikes. Close combo doesn't do that much damage. So Chestnut is really great into the physical attackers, and I felt the team needed something to play around Glacial Lances. And Chestnut just felt like the best Pokemon for that role because it's immune to Spore, also it's immune to Rage Powder, and I managed to get that Fire, Water, Grass Core that is usually really good defensively. So that's the idea. The team is really fun to use. I encourage every one of you that would like to give this a try to use the rental code that is in the right side of your screen if you want to have some fun. We're going to be showcasing how the team works in today's video. So let's jump into the first match of the day. And we have our first opponent of the video. We're playing against Calyrex Shadow Rider with Ogerpon, Heartflame, Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, Rillaboom, and Gastrodon. This is a non-conventional Calyrex Shadow Rider composition. Why is there a Gastrodon? Gastrodon is actually quite a problematic Pokemon for my team. So let's go Sableye Jam Mega with Reshiram, of course. And then for the last one, maybe we can go Flutter. Because Walking Wake is not in a great spot. If it was not for a Shadow Rider, I would go Chestnut. Honestly, Chestnut is amazing here. Well, let's go Flutter Mane. I'm gonna go Flutter Mane as the last one. This is a very interesting composition. The Gastrodon here is quite interesting. Obviously, Shadow Rider really loves having a way to be protected in front of Urshifu, and Gastrodon is probably the best Pokemon you can have on your team to protect against Water Urshifu because of Storm Drain. Incineroar, Grimmsnarl. Please don't be fake out Grimmsnarl. I'm gonna Gravity, Hypnosis. Who though? What if this thing is like fake out Grimmsnarl with Flare Blitz Incineroar? Like, I would be so pissed. But like, if I don't Hypnosis this Grimmsnarl, they're going to Thunder Wave me. I'm gonna go for the Grimmsnarl. Oh, Misty Terrain. What? Misty Terrain Grimmsnarl when you have a Rillaboom on your team. Why are you doing that? I mean, yeah, you blocked this, but... Orange Shot, okay. I get it, I get it. You bring who? You bring Shadow Rider, I mean, right? I'm gonna Sunny Day and just go for air slash into you, just in case you're a focus sash or something. I don't think you're a focus sash, but let's see. Terra Ghost, I guess. Terra Fairy, okay. Okay. Light screen, fine by me. Sunny day. We have 3 turns of gravity. That did nothing. Oh my, you're going for Calm Mind in front of me? Okay, I have Anchor, bro. I'm gonna Anchor you, and I'm actually gonna switch the into RESHIRAM. Because I don't want to be stuck there with Yamiga doing nothing. Shot in your RESHIRAM on screen for you guys. Reflect. So his +2 and it's gonna be +3. Have to be very careful with this. I'm gonna switch into Yamega and just tear a blue flare in the sun. His +2, and because his force to Encore is gonna be basically +4, so he has to switch out. Oh, he's not switching out. I mean, I imagine he has Spirit Break. What if he has Parting Shot on top of that? Oh, bro. This thing, like, he really has no damaging move on the Grimmsnarl. He really has no damaging move on the Grimmsnarl. He has Parting Shot, Missile Terrain, Reflect Light Screen. Wow. This is not a great matchup by any means. He brings Incineroar. How much is this? -1 Terrafire RESHIRAM against a +3 Calm Mind after 3 Calm Minds. +3 Special Defense Shadow Rider. Like, this is gonna do what? Like 20%? Oh my goodness, what is this? No damaging move Grimmsnarl. Yeah. It's doing literally 30%. One turn of gravity. Is encored for 1 more turn, so I have to bring Sableye. And I have to Blue Flare. Let's see, what is he doing? Maybe he just Parting Shots here. Yeah, he's not even clicking Fake Out. If he Parting Shots into Ogerpon, it's game over. Unless I crit. Bye. Like, bro, you have literally no damaging moves. It's everything about setting up a Shadow Rider. Crits can happen. And a Snar on top of it! What is this guy doing? Snarl, Parting Shot, Incineroar with Parting Shot, Grimmsnarl with screens, no damaging move. Bro, this is literally the definition of putting all your eggs in one basket. Literally. Let's just bring whatever, the game's over. We got the crit, but my opponent has no damaging options. Okay. Grimsnar, you're no attack, Grimsnar. Okay. So I'm gonna bring you Sableye, and you're gonna forfeit. Yeah, of course you're gonna forfeit. You have no matchup if you lose your Shadow Rider. GG. What a weird game one to start today's video, but that's how you, I guess, try to play when you face this kind of weird Shadow Rider balanced teams that have literally no other damaging moves other than Shadow Rider. I would say the Misty Terrain Grimstar was something that was never in my radar. Never, because I see grassy terrain and like, why would you have Misty Terrain at first? That's what I thought, but it makes sense if you are fully centralized into setting up the Caloric Shadow Rider. You don't want it to be put to sleep, right? So the Misty Terrain was a nice tech there, but that's the risk. When you're playing like that, your opponent can taunt you, anchor disable you, or just crit you. Like, you know, critting through your like screens to your Calm Mind is something that can happen. So GG to our opponent. Let's jump into the next battle. And we're playing against Pengi with this team. What is this? Palkia, Ursaluna, Indeedee, Iron Hands, Iron Giggles, and Glimora. It's a Palkia, of course, telepathy with Ursaluna. I get it. I was using Dialga, but why is there a Iron Giggles? This definitely feels like a weird matchup. I mean, for me and for them. I wonder if I bring Chestnut here, honestly. It was the Glimora, was the Iron Hands. The problem is the Giggles. I'm gonna go with Chestnut as the last one. This Chestnut is immune to Sludge Bomb, resists rock moves, does really well into Iron Hands. I mean, Palkia technically is a water type, so I resist water. It could have Flamethrower, I guess, or like obviously Spatial Rent. Glimora and Iron Giggles. Okay, this is not a good lead for me. So I guess I'm just gonna Gravity. Turn 1, I'm not gonna Protect. Just Gravity Hypnosis. Something. Like you. Sometimes they predict the Mega's gonna Protect to get the speed boost guaranteed, so they don't attack it. But they can also just do it. I imagine Iron Giggles is gonna go for Tailwind, since I cannot anchor it. I guess it also has like probably Snarl. Maybe it has oh, maybe it has Dragon Cheer because of the Palkia. Switches out into Palkia. Why though? Interesting decision. Okay. Palkia is here. Glimora is put to sleep. Good Sunny Day. I want a Sunny Day Hypnosis at Palkia. Hypnosis into Palkia means no Trick Room. I don't think it's gonna go for Trick Room, honestly. Glimora stays asleep for another turn. I wish it would have woke up so I can put it to sleep again. Because now I'm stuck here. And that's the thing. I want to switch into Reshiram. And I'm just going to Air Slash the Glimora to bring a potential Sash. What kind of Terra is this Palkia though? Maybe I can also fish for a flinch. Glimora stays asleep. Is Palkia waking up? It is not. I'm gonna Draco Glimora. Is this Palkia max speed? I'm gonna Draco Glimora and I'm just gonna Air Slash the Palkia. I imagine this is a Terra on Palkia, right? Terra Fairy, maybe? Terra Steel! Bro. Oh, I forgot to Terra. I thought I clicked Terra. Just to ensure that I don't take Spatial Rent super effective. Palkia stays asleep for another turn. 3 turns of sleep for my opponent. That's rough.
It's opposite day.
I don't think a -2 I KO this thing. It's a Palkia. I'm in the sun though. I have one more turn of Gravity. So I'm gonna Terra Blue Flare, Palkia, and just Hypnosis the Gigalith. Let's see if the Palkia has Protect. -2, but this is Terra Fire, Blue Flare, in the Sun, Life Orb, against the Terra Steel Palkia. Okay, I woke up. Went for Protect. It did have Protect. I'm faster than the Iron Gigalith. Wow. I know it lost the boost, but I thought it was faster than me, even without the boost. Gravity returned to normal. And that's the thing. Now I have to hope I don't miss. And it's 85 accuracy. I guess I can just blind Hypnosis. I'm gonna blind Hypnosis. He switches out Iron Gigalith into Ursaluna, right? Yeah. Into Ursaluna, so it's trying to go for Trick Room. We get the blind Hypnosis, but I don't care about the blind Hypnosis. I care about the Blue Flare. It was just in case. But please, Reshiram, connect. Yeah, the blind Hypnosis didn't matter. Bye bye, Palkia. It's not over though. It's not over. He just went like with a weird lead, like Gigalith for Tailwind and then Palkia with Ursaluna for Trick Room, or maybe this Ursaluna is speedy, I guess. So I switch out here into Sableye. And I go for Air Slash here. Might just forfeit here. Nope, no forfeit. Okay. Air Slash for some damage. 25. Takes a sleep for another turn. Earthquake. We're not gonna get the... We're not gonna get the gravity because of the eject button. It's still possible to lose though. I just need to eliminate this Iron Gigalith. I have a Chestnut in the back and deal with Ursaluna. But if I miss, could be bad. But if he protects, I'm just gonna Draco this thing and Air Slash this thing. I'm faster anyways with my Reshiram. Yeah, so it's just GG. He can Earthquake me, fine. I have Chestnut. Assad. Okay. That's fine, bro. Can anchor you. What a weird battle. That's for sure. Anchor you into like protect. It's fine. He's playing it out. Yeah, so basically with Anchor, I'm just always gonna win because you cannot touch Sableye. And your burn is gonna just win me the game no matter what happens. So I'm just going to Gravity to ensure that like my Air Slash doesn't miss. Yeah, he cancels the battle. He finally realizes it's over. But GG to our opponent. That was a weird match for sure. Very interesting team for sure. The Iron Gigalith Grimora is something that I was not anticipating in the Palkia. My opponent stayed asleep for 3 turns on both Palkia and what was the other one? I think Limora, I'm not fully sure. But honestly, I was fine if they wake up at least with the Limora earlier, because I wanted to put it to sleep again. And then I still believe Chestnut would have won regardless with Iron Defense. I can Anchor with Sableye into Trick Room if they wake up and KO me, or I can bring Sableye and just Anchor them into Earthquake, and then Chestnut just White Guards or Iron Defense. So I had a couple of ways to win that endgame, but obviously the 3 turns of sleep on both just made it way easier for me. But GG to our opponent, let's jump into the next one. And we are playing against Koraidon Charizard Weezing. Wow, I was not expecting this. There is a Charizard, Koraidon, Walking Wake, Raging Bull, Heartflame, Ogerpon, and Weezing. Okay, so we don't have Gravity Hypnosis here, I think. Because the Weezing is just gonna be a problem. I mean, we could try to get the Gravity Hypnosis, but without Prankster, he can just taunt me. I could taunt him, though, with my Fluttermane. But do I want to? I can also just go Reshiram Sableye and nuke something instead of forcing the Gravity. I mean, technically Yamaga's still useful for Tailwind if I can get it off, but I think I'd rather just go Walking Wake Flutter Mane here. But then why am I going Sableye if I'm not gonna try to get it? Yeah, let's just go Flutter Walking Wake without Sableye actually. Because, like, there's some Weezing. Like, maybe my opponent doesn't even bring the Weezing, but I just have to respect it. Like, I cannot just try to assume it doesn't exist, because it clearly exists in this team. So, if I'm gonna try something, it might just be better to be Jamega without Sableye. Charizard Koraidon. That is not a bad lead for me, actually. I can protect. And as long as there's no Weezing switching, I can get my speed boost. Charizard Koraidon lead. Are we gonna see a Terra on the Koraidon? Unless the Koraidon is Choice Scarf. No, not even then. Like, maybe if it has, what's it called? The Scale Shot? We're gonna see a Terra, that's expected. And it's Terrifier. So, protect. So we're guaranteed to get the speed boost here. The Charizard Scarf, expected it. I'll spend the Koraidon. Let's lock into Heat Wave though. And Flame Charge, yeah. Now I get Tailwind up. And the question is if I go for Draco or just Heat Wave. I'm gonna Tailwind with Yanmega for sure. Draco's gonna make me useless. So I'd rather just click Tailwind here and Heat Wave, I think. So we get the Tailwind. Reshiram's gonna move first here. I don't expect Reshiram to survive the turn. But let's see. Pretty decent damage on both. Especially in the Charizard. Heat Wave. Omega hangs on. And the question is, who is this Koraidon targeting? The Yanmega or the Reshiram? Flame Charge. That's great. That is great. It's +1 now, but I have Tailwind up and Walking Wake, so should be fine. So I'm just gonna Heat Wave and Hydro Steam. I'm expecting a Protect here. Maybe Protect switch into Weezing, but I still think Walking Wake is faster even without the Photosynthesis. Because I'm in Tailwind. So I'm always faster. So yeah, Weezing switching here is just gonna be useless, I believe. But let's see. It is Raging Bolt, so Raging Bolt switching and Protect is also fine. But I just go for Draco now. Let's see. When playing without Gravity, because I didn't bring Sableye, the issue is like just hitting your moves. That's obviously the issue. 2 more turns of Tailwind. So basically you have to switch out, buddy, and lose your boost. or just lose the Koraidon. So you decide. Because I'm a Sol Best, yeah, you have to switch out for sure. I'm a Sol Best, so I'm never gonna go down to a Thunderclap. It's just sacking Charizard. Hydro Steam. Bye bye Charizard. And Reshiram, can we connect our moves, please? Please? Thank you. Oh man. Those like 2 seconds waiting until the animation actually happens are just not great. So what's the last one? Is it Weezing? Did you not bring Weezing? He didn't bring Weezing. So I actually can still lose this. I was expecting Weezing, that's why I didn't go Sableye, but I actually can still lose this. So I'm going to... He might just double protect here. I'm going to Blue Flare and switch into... Do I need to save my Terra? Blue Flare and switch into Flutter, because if you attack here, you're never going to attack with a fire move into the walking way. You're going to attack with a fighting move or dragon move, which Flutter Mane is immune to both. So let's see. I'm also expecting potentially a double protect. Protect here and Spiky Shield there. Let's see. Nope. But it survives. Horn Leech. Okay, so Synthesis were off. But I'm Speed Boost. I can Draco here and AC Wind. Let's see. He is not clear Amulet. But I'm -2 Reshiram. Yep. Flame Charge. Here. And Horn Leech. For no damage. Okay. So this endgame has been quite tricky because of this Ogerpon. But I still have my Terra intact. And I'm -4 with this thing. This is basically useless. I want a Heat Wave. And I'm going to Hydro Steam you. This is a tricky spot because he could just like, what's it called? Spiky Shield. Hydro Steam. Is this enough? It is. Okay. So as long as I connect Heat Wave twice. I just need to connect Draco. I connect Draco and I go for Terra Hydro Steam. I should win, right? I should win this, unless something crazy happens. He revealed Protect, Collision Curse, Flame Charge, but his not clear Amulet, and is not Lifer either. So I don't know what kind of item is he using. That's the thing. Now he knows that I Terra, but I think this is fine because in order to KO me, you need to Flare Blitz, and if you Flare Blitz, you're gonna KO yourself. And even then, like, I have to miss Draco. In order for you to win. So let's see. Yeah, I was thinking he would protect to scout my Terra, but I just didn't want to risk it. What if they just don't protect and go for Collision Curse? I lose. Flame Charge? I don't think Flame Charge is gonna KO me. Yeah, no, you had to Flare Blitz there. So, GG, the Koraidon that tried, that's for sure. The Weezing on Team Preview just forced me to not go with my regular Gravity Hypnosis strat. But honestly, that was okay because at least it showed me, I mean, it made me show you guys that this team also has obviously other ways of like operating. Although they're not optimal sometimes, it's still fine. Like, you have a bunch of strong attackers, you have a tailwind setter, right? You can see it that way. Like, you have other members, but the similar pieces. Like, your tailwind setter, your strong attacker, and like a lot of offense. But I'm not bringing Sableye because I don't need the Sunny Day if my opponent has a Koraidon that is going to set up the stun for me. And I don't need the Gravity because the Weezing technically on paper would stop me from clicking Prankster moves and potentially just taunt me or KO me. So yeah, GG to my opponent. Let's go into the next one. And we continue with more battles. We're playing against Jonathan with Terrapagos. This is Terrapagos Comfy. So it is a tricky, for sure, archetype. Terrapagos Comfy means obviously recovery with Flora Healing. There's Incineroar, Ogerpon, Double Redirection, and Flutter Mane. With the Mungus as the last one. But I think unless the Flutter Mane has Taunt, which honestly it might have Taunt. It might have Taunt. I think Flutter Mane is going to be a pain, but I have to bring Chestnut. I have to bring Chestnut because Chestnut, like, this is probably a Calm Mind Terrapagos. So it's going to be quite hard to break through it with only special attackers. And Chestnut is good into Terrapagos. If they Terra, I have obviously White Guard. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Comfy has Taunt. And I don't know how much damage Comfy does with the what's it called, with the Drain Kiss into a Chestnut. I don't think it should do much. Maybe around 25%, 30%. But let's see. It's very interesting. I haven't practiced against something like this during my team building part with this team. Never. And Flutter Mane with the Mungus. Booster. Flutter. No booster Flutter. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna Gravity and Hypnosis. If they have Taunt, they have Taunt. So be it. I cannot do anything. I mean, I could Protect, but let's see. Just Dazzling Gleam. Okay, great. This is actually great. This is honestly great for me. Great turn 1 because they didn't KO the Sableye, so I still have a switch in. They didn't taunt me, maybe they don't have taunt. And I'm gonna put the Mungus to sleep, and I have a free switch into RESHIRAM. With Gravity up. So, amazing. Okay, so I Heatwave. I could survive another Dazzling Gleam apparently. It could be a damage roll, but Amoonguss could survive if I don't Terra. Could also just Blue Flare here. Let's just Blue Flare here. And Hypnosis the Flutter. It's trying to wake up to like redirect my Hypnosis, but yeah. Blue Flare. 100% accurate in Gravity. Bye, Amoonguss. Flutterman takes the first turn of sleep. I was wondering about Heat Wave, but honestly, I don't know. Maybe if the Amoonguss is like very especially defensive, it survives. Because you never know. I'm not Terraing. I don't have Sun. So if they're very special defensive, they survive. Ogre Pawn. Okay. So I can see them Spiky Shielding and trying to Terra with Flutter. I'm gonna Blue Flare here. And Hypnosis. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. So if Flutterman does not wake up here, we are chilling. Because next turn, we just Tailwind if we want. It did wake up. Are you kidding me? First turn awake, of course. Of course. Are you Sash? Wow. We got the burn! So this thing is going down this next turn, which is nice. I'm going Sableye, and I'm gonna click Heat Wave Encore. No, I'm gonna click Protect Encore, I think. Let's see if Jonathan switches out the Ogre Pawn. Yep. Into Terrapagos. The first turn awake sucks, but it is what it is. Like, you just have to deal with these things. Like, we've had other games where like the opponent stays asleep for 3 turns, so it's kind of like, it's kind of how it is. How it is. Icy Wind? Why would you Icy Wind there? You're not killing my Sableye. Okay. So I'm gonna Blue Flare you with Will-O-Wisp. This is gonna Terra, that's fine. Maybe Terra the Ogre Pawn? No, the Terrapagos. So let's see. Spiky Shield. Fine. I mean, I have chest in the back, so I'm okay with this. Here's Starstorm. Does this KO? No. Another one would KO though. Gravity ended. I'm gonna protect and body press. Yeah, I'm gonna protect body press. Let's see what they do. They might protect Terrapagos or just follow me here. Heavy Cudgel. Okay, how much is this doing? Is this enough? Starstorm. Come on, Chestnut. Bye. Bye, Terrapagos. Good try. Even with the first turn awake. So now it's Ogre Pawn against Chestnut. I should always win. Because I resist both of your stabs. So I'm just going to Draco you. And Iron Defense. The battle was cancelled. The opponent realized, oh, I have a Chestnut in front of me. I just cannot do anything. So GG to Jonathan. Great game, but Reshiram spamming those blue flares without having to worry about missing them was great. It's a great feeling, I wouldn't lie. So GG to our opponent. Let's continue with another one. And we have another opponent. We're playing against Josh with Samacenta, Incineroar, Rillaboom Urshifu, Flutter, Chimpao. Okay, I think as long as we get the Mega into position, we should be okay. However, Flutter main in these compositions are typically taunt. Right? We bring Reshiram. And I think I'm gonna bring my own Flutter main here. Yeah, let's bring my own Flutter main here. Reshiram Flutter main in the endgame shouldn't be that bad, especially because we have multiple speed control options. And we can force the Terra on Samacenta, and then Flutter main can take advantage of that with a super effective Moonblast, assuming it is the Dragon Terra Samacenta. I've seen a couple of Samacentas on the best of one ladder being Ghost Terra also, so could be, could not be, who knows. But as at least bringing my own Flutter main means that I can taunt their Flutter main if that comes into play, if that interaction comes into play. I'm max speed on mine, so let's see. We're playing against Josh with that profile pick. Let's see what's Josh doing. Samacenta Incineroar. Okay, okay. So I want to Will-O-Wisp this thing. I honestly want to Will-O-Wisp this thing instead of putting it to sleep. You can also just grab Hypnosis turn 1, but they can fake out Heavy Slam or something. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp and I'm gonna Protect. Samacenta went for Protect. Okay. Check here. What is Incineroar doing? Protecting from Sableye is not something that I expected, but now he knows I have Will-O-Wisp, so he might switch out. He went for a knockoff into the Jam Mega. I want to Gravity Hypnosis you. Let's see if Josh switches out. I can Anchor you, I can Will-O-Wisp you. You're in front of a ghost. What are you doing, Josh? You might have Chimpao in the back, which is immune to Will-O-Wisp. Let's see. What is bro doing? He's just terrestrializing. Interesting. Why are you terrestrializing? Into a fire type?
I am the one, the way your son don't need.
This guy literally has Terra Fire Samacenta. Oh my god, I've seen it everything. I've seen everything. I've seen everything. Wow. Like, wow. Heavy Slam. Okay. Wow. He had Terra Fire Samacenta. Have gravity now. And you know what I'm doing. I'm not even bothering clicking Heat Wave. I'm not even bothering clicking Terra Heat Wave. I'm gonna click Terra on my Reshiram, Blue Flare into your Incineroar, Yosh. And of course I'm gonna click Hypnosis, just in case you wanna like gamble here, not protect Samacenta. It gets to protect so obvious, but I don't mind this. As long as Incineroar doesn't get a first turn awake, I don't mind you protecting. Because I could double into your Incineroar with like, you know, Air Slash, but I think this is okay. Yeah, the protect was so obvious, I just didn't want to risk it. Can you please not get a first turn awake? Is not very likely, but let's see. Blue Flare, how much is this doing? Oh, it's doing less than 50%. I thought it was a 2-hit KO. I really thought it was a 2-hit KO, but that is like max defense Incineroar, apparently. It's almost max defense Incineroar. I could Draco now to ensure the knockout. But no, I don't want to. I'm gonna Hypnosis to Samacenta anyways. Bro, you're taking a nap. Now let's see if I can maybe get a high roll this time. Samacenta is faster than Reshiram. It's usually expected, but it never hurts to confirm. I faced a couple of slow Samacentas the other day when practicing, and it's a roll. Look that HP. You survive with like 1 HP, but you stay asleep. What can I say, my friend? Okay. So now I'm gonna Heat Wave, Air Slash. That's a respectable damage. Okay, that was a crit. Samacenta stays asleep for a second turn. Okay, no first turn awake today. At least not in this video, not in this battle. And that's pretty good damage. Pretty good damage, all things considered. And I still have my sash intact on the Mega. Now what is coming here? Rillaboom. So I can protect. Tailwind. This is my last turn of Gravity. So I kind of want to bring Sableye here. But Sableye is going to be in range of the Grassy Glide turn after, though. I want to protect and try to Hypnosis you. Let's see. I might just predict this and just fake out the Jamega, which is fine. Yeah. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. 3 turns of sleep on the Samacenta. I would have liked to not see it 3 turns of sleep because I would have loved to see it wake up here so I can put it to sleep again. So now we don't have gravity anymore. So I'm going to Heat Wave and Tailwind. Grassy Glide, get some damage. Tailwind comes off. I'm going to lose Reshiram to Samacenta's Body Press here, most likely. But Reshiram does not miss even without gravity. Oh my goodness, it really would actually survive that. He really survived that? Wow. He really survived that. I am speechless. I am totally speechless. Have Tailwind up. How did you survive that? I don't think I can survive Grassy Glide, but I'm gonna Anchor you and just Air Slash you. I don't think Grassy Glide is... Oh. He really protected? He protected and didn't Grassy Glide? No, he did Grassy Glide. It's just I had Tailwind, so it was faster. Okay. So if the last one is Chimpao, I might lose this. Oh, it's Flutter Mane. Might still lose this. So I double here into the Sama with Moonblast and Air Slash, right? I have Tailwind, I'm faster. So as long as you get the double, as long as you don't get the double, sorry, I should be fine. This is gonna be tough. Okay, it was enough. Fire Samacenta, you don't see that all the time. That's for sure. And it has Shadow Ball. It has Shadow Ball. Okay, so we just Moonblast, Air Slash. Like, what else can we do? He went for Protect. Okay. So that's fine, I think. I don't think your Mega goes down. I'm max speed. Moonblast. Moonblast Tailwind? I'm max speed. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. And we get the flinch. Let's go, Mega. Now I just Moonblast Tailwind. Just in case that thing is max speed and I want a speed tie. GG. Flutter Mane clean in the end game. That was a great game. Like, props to you, Josh. That was a great battle. I was not expecting the Terrafire on the Samacenta, and I was honestly almost gonna click the Encore into you after that turn 1, but decided not to, and I eventually regretted not doing it. So GG to our opponent. That was a great and fun match. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's jump into the next one. And we continue with another opponent. What a way to end today's video. We're playing against Terrapagos Heatran Screamtail. Terrapagos Incineroar, Rillaboom, Cornerstone Ogerpon, Heatran, and Screamtail. Now, this is a pretty standard looking team. It's been doing pretty well on some tournaments. But I don't know if it's exactly the same, of course. There could be some different elements here and there. But I think we can just lead with Sableye, Yanmega, and Reshiram with Chestnut. I think Chestnut is really good here in the back. So yeah, because usually the Terrapagos in this team is just mono normal move. Their Starstorm as the only damaging move, and Calm Mind substitute, is what I remember. It could be the case that this Terapagos has a different set, of course, because this team is popular and because it's close team sheet. Then maybe this player wants to have that surprise factor that is forcing opponents to think it's a standard team and it's actually not a standard team. So who knows? But I'm fine with this lead. Because I have Reshiram, which ignores your Flash Fire Heatran. I'm not sure if you know that, but I'm going to Gravity Hypnosis you for sure. This Heatran tends to have Macro Storm, so it is technically annoying. It can KO the Yagmega through Focus Sash if it lands, and it's obviously going to land because I'm just setting up the Gravity for it. So I have to be careful with it. Heatran is going to take a nap. And honestly, I don't need the speed boost in this match, so I can switch out the Jam Mega. And bro, you went for a substitute in front of Sableye. I like what I'm seeing here. That's awesome. Now, I can see them repositioning and switching out the Heatran into the Cornerstone. But I'm still gonna go for it. Encore there and bring the Reshiram. I don't think Blue Flare is gonna KO Heatran without Sun. I can set up the Sun though. Let's see if they switch out Heatran or not. Nope. Nope. You're Encore into substitute, my friend. Heatran wakes up turn 1, of course. Of course. I'm glad I switch out. That is not great. I'm going to set up the Sun and go for Heat Wave to catch the Ogerpon switch in. Nah, I'm just gonna Blue Flare the Heatran. I want to see a Heatran disappear in front of my eyes. He is terrestrializing what though? He is terrestrializing the Heatran. Maybe he is aware. I mean, he is maybe worried about an Earth Power. But bro, who needs Earth Power when you have Turbo Blaze? Look at this. Sunny day, Blue Flare in the sun. Bye. Bye bye Heatran. Bye bye Heatran. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, he's forced to keep the substitute there. So now he cannot Terra the Terapagos because he chose to Terra the Heatran, expecting an Earth Power that was not there. It was an invisible Earth Power that my opponent was trying to cover, but I have Turbo Blaze. I don't need the Earth Power or Heatran. Cornerstone. I knew Cornerstone was gonna come. And I want a Will-O-Wisp Cornerstone. And can I survive IB Chill Burn? I don't know. I could switch out also. I don't know, bro. I guess I can, but I'm gonna lose Reshiram. I'm gonna Terra Heat Wave. Oh! They're switching out into Rillaboom. Bro is switching out into Rillaboom. Okay, so as long as I don't get crit, I should be fine here. As long as I don't get crit. And crit from IB Cudgel is 12%. Will-O-Wisp cannot miss because of gravity. Let's see. Is burned. He went for Power Whip into the Sableye. See you. See you, Sableye. I'm bringing you a Mega. And because of Turbo Blaze, I think Terra Fire and the Sun should KO this Ogerpon through Sturdy. So let's see. Yep. Double KO, my friend. You saw that. That's the power of Reshiram when you don't have to worry about missing your moves. Thank you, Gravity. Thank you, Gravity. Turbo Blaze is just so good here. I ignore Terrapagos Terra Shell, by the way. It's another thing. You ignore Terrapagos Terra Shell, you ignore Sturdy, you ignore Flash Fire. So how many Gravity turns? I have 1. So I just, yeah, this is just checkmate. I just Hypnosis and switch into Sableye. If you protect, I anchor you, so GG. The battle was cancelled. What a way to finish today's video. That is probably the best way to finish today's video. That's honestly so good. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the battles, and I hope you enjoyed this team. It's a very fun team. Granted, yeah, it is more best of one oriented, but we're playing on the ladder. We're playing the best of one, so I hope you enjoyed this. These are my own creations, and I'm really proud of that. So hopefully you guys can support the channel by leaving a like on the video and subscribing if you enjoyed this content. Let's continue in a future video with another restricted. Until next time, bye-bye.